Have you ever wondered about the true identity of the serpent in the Garden of Eden? Was it really just Satan in disguise? Or is there a deeper, more complex story hidden within this ancient tale? Today, we're journeying back to the dawn of humanity to unravel one of its most enduring mysteries. Imagine a place of perfect harmony, a paradise where humanity lived in blissful innocence. This was Eden, a garden where every need was met, every day was serene, and the connection with the divine was direct and unbroken. Adam and Eve were at peace, living a life without pain, shame, or fear. But this idyllic existence came with one simple rule, one single prohibition: do not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. It was a test of obedience, a symbol of trust in their Creator. But paradise, as we know, was about to be interrupted. Into this perfect world slithers a mysterious figure, the serpent. Described as more cunning than any other beast, it approaches Eve not with threats, but with a question, a seed of doubt. Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden? This isn't a simple query. It's a carefully crafted challenge to authority. The serpent engages Eve in a dialogue, twisting the divine command. It paints God not as a benevolent protector, but as a gatekeeper of power, hoarding wisdom for himself. You will not certainly die, the serpent insists. For God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. It's a tempting offer: godhood, wisdom, enlightenment. Eve, faced with this persuasive argument and the allure of the forbidden fruit, makes a choice that will alter the course of human history forever. She eats, and she shares it with Adam. So, who was this serpent? The popular interpretation is that it was Satan, the great adversary. This view, solidified over centuries of religious tradition, casts the serpent as the ultimate villain, the source of all evil, tricking humanity into its downfall. But what if there's more to it? Some interpretations see the serpent not as a malevolent deceiver, but as a liberator. In this light, the serpent represents a symbol of wisdom and enlightenment, a catalyst for human evolution. Was its intention to corrupt or to awaken? By offering knowledge, was it damning humanity or pushing it to a new stage of consciousness? This perspective frames the story not as a fall from grace, but as a necessary rebellion against blissful ignorance, a painful but essential step towards self-awareness and free will. It poses a profound question: was the serpent a tempter or a teacher? This idea of a wise, powerful serpent isn't unique to the story of Eden. Let's look at ancient parallels. In Mesopotamian myths, serpent gods were often associated with healing, immortality, and divine knowledge. Think of Ninjazida, a Mesopotamian deity depicted as a serpent with a human head, who was a god of medicine and the underworld. Similarly, in ancient Egypt, the serpent's symbol, the uraeus, represented sovereignty, royalty, and divine authority. It was worn on the pharaoh's crowns as a protective emblem. The Wajet, a cobra goddess, was a protector of the land and the pharaohs. These cultures didn't see the serpent as purely evil. They saw it as a powerful, dualistic force representing both danger and wisdom, death and rebirth. Even the word knowledge itself has dual meanings. It can mean intellectual understanding, but it can also imply intimate, experiential awareness. The serpent's promise of knowing good and evil could be interpreted as the beginning of human morality, philosophy, and the complex inner life we experience today. The immediate aftermath of eating the fruit is dramatic and devastating. The innocence of Eden is shattered. Adam and Eve's eyes are opened, but what they see first is their own vulnerability. They feel shame for the first time, a profound sense of separation from their Creator and from each other. They are exiled from the garden, a symbolic separation from a state of pure being. Life becomes a struggle. The ground is cursed, childbirth is painful, and mortality becomes their new reality. But alongside this curse comes an awakening. Humanity is no longer living in a state of passive obedience. They now possess consciousness, the ability to choose, to create, to feel deeply, and to question their own existence. The fall, in this sense, is also the birth of the human condition as we know it, a blend of suffering and beauty, of struggle and transcendence. It marks the moment humanity began its long, arduous journey of self-discovery. So, The serpent in Eden remains one of history's most powerful and ambiguous symbols. Is it the embodiment of evil that led to our damnation, or a symbol of rebellious wisdom that sparked our evolution? Is this story about blind obedience versus the pursuit of knowledge, or divine order versus human freedom? Perhaps the true power of the Eden narrative isn't in providing a single, definitive answer. Instead, it invites us to explore these profound themes for ourselves. It forces us to confront the fundamental paradox of the human experience, that our greatest strengths and our deepest vulnerabilities often stem from the very same source, the knowledge that separates us from paradise, but also makes us truly human. What do you think the serpent truly represents? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into one of humanity's foundational stories. If you enjoyed this exploration of myths and meanings, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next journey into the mysteries of the past. Until next time, keep questioning.